Hi, Susan.
Hi, Heather.
Nice
to be here.
I'm so excited. So I know that I've seen you here often, but we've never worked together.
Correct.
So you came to me, you want to work with your chipping.
I do.
I saw you out there. I know you need some help with chipping.
Thanks a lot, Heather.
So we're going to take care of that.
You got it.
Tell me, I don't know much about your history. Can you tell me a little bit about your golf history and your personal history? Are you working? Are you not working?
I'm retired. I've been retired since 2005.
Okay.
And when I retired from the education system, I decided to take up golf. I had lessons when I was in college, never really played in those whole time of raising a family and working. So since 2005, I've been working on my game. I play here every Thursday with the ladies club, and I try to play at the other course in town on Tuesdays.
Okay.
So twice a week.
Do you practice at all?
Not much.
Okay. Fair
I
enough.
don't like to practice, which I know is not a good thing.
We'll get into that later.
Okay.
So before we get started, do you have any physical limitations that will affect your golf game?
No. I have a little bit of arthritis in my neck, but it seems to not impede what I'm doing.
Okay. Before you golf, do you do any stretching?
No.
You know what I'm about to say, right?
Yes.
Okay. It is important to stretch. And now that you've told me about your neck, I want to make sure that, at least with me, we do stretch your neck out a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to take a few minutes. I'll just go over a few stretches you can do for your neck.
Good idea.
Okay, so go ahead, let's put our club down. First, we're just going to do our standard neck rolls. No, chin down, around. Oh, I hear cracking in mine.
Okay.
And reverse. And then we can just do that side to side. This also helps me to see your rotation. So it looks like you have good flexibility there, so that's excellent. Good. All right, how you feel? Loose now?
Oh, much better.
Okay, so short game, chipping. Tell me a little bit about what it looks like for you now. What are you struggling with?
I'm struggling getting within 3 feet of the pin.
Oh, well, that's a tough
That's
goal.
my goal.
That's your goal. Okay, so our short-term goal for the day is to get all your chips within a 3-foot circle.
That would be great.
Can we expand maybe 3 to 6 feet?
Yes.
Okay.
I can do 3 to 6.
That's tough.
It's the 12 to 15 that drives me crazy.
All right, so our goal today is to tighten up that chip. What is your long-term goal for your golf game?
My long-term goal is to have my handicap in the low 20s. I would be a happy camper at my age if I get my handicap down in the low 20s.
What are you at now?
29.
Okay, so we definitely have some room for improvement.
Yes.
Excellent.
A lot.
A lot of room.
Yes.
Yeah, it's fine. All right, so what I would like to do, is this what you would normally use for the flag, the red flag?
Yes, this is my pitching wedge.
All right, your pitching wedge. All right, so what I like to do is I like to watch you hit.
Okay.
I'm not going to say anything. I silently judge you.
Okay.
And then once I get a sense of what we're doing, then we'll make some changes.
Got it.
Sound good?
Sounds great.
All right, so I'm going to have you hit a few golf balls over here.
Okay.
And we're just going to try to go to that
Red
red
pin.
pin. Yes, ma'am. Ooh.
Not clearing the ground.
Do you often hit behind the ground? Behind the ball? I'm sorry.
Yes, I do. Oh. I do that a lot too.
Okay, so you're telling me that sometimes you hit behind the ball and sometimes you hit the ball thin over the green.
Yes.
Beautiful. Go ahead. The white pin, I said to the red pin.
I know, I'm trying to get to the red pin.
All right. Now you also brought out this club. Can you tell me what you use this for?
I use this club to get out of the sand.
And only out of the sand?
That's the only time I ever use it.
Can I see you hit a few balls with it here?
Yes. It doesn't go very far.
Well, it is 65 degrees, so it's got a lot of loft on there.
Maybe I should use it more.
All right, so if it's okay with you, I would like to experiment with both clubs today.
Okay.
So the first thing I notice when we have our pitching wedge, we're gonna go back to that first because that's what you normally use.
It is.
You said that you were hitting behind the ball, and that is due to your ball position, okay?
Okay.
So right now, you're playing the ball too far forward. So if my ball is here, go ahead and set up for me.
So I was setting up in the middle.
So you actually were playing the ball forward. So your ball was about here, okay? So when you take that club back, it's grounding out here.
Okay.
So that tells us we need to move the ball back in our stance,
Okay.
okay? So we're gonna try the ball back here, and go ahead and do a practice swing for me. Good. One more thing I wanna add to this. On our follow through, I wanna try to get more of your weight towards your target. So when you come through, I want you to feel as if you're about to shake hands with me.
Shift.
Yes, we have to come this way. Excellent.
I was staying completely still.
Yeah, so I can see your feet are staying completely still. We want to start to get our weight driving towards our target. Excellent.
Okay.
And you're about to shake hands with me. I'm going to go right about there. Not all the way off your back foot. Perfect. Good.
How far it went?
Exactly. I love that. Why is it going so far? Well, there's not a lot of loft on a pitching wedge. Okay, pitching wedges are meant for it to run out. So this short of a shot is difficult to do with a pitching wedge. It's possible though. We just have to shorten your swing. So we're just going to make that swing even shorter. Exactly what you just did. Yes. So
Not much farther than that?
You want to take it back about, well, let's try to here. It's all experiment. So we're going to shorten our backswing, but we're still following through to our target, getting our weight shifting through. There we go. Good.
Yeah, that was good.
Now we also have to play this green as intended. It's curving a little bit to the left, so we need to
Get to the right.
Yes, we need to aim a little right. Ooh, look at you. Hit a few more for me. Yes, I noticed that. I've seen you on the golf course and you do struggle with getting your weight towards your target. It's okay. It happens in golf. So I would call this a good miss because with our putting and our chipping, we want to have a shorter backswing and we want to follow through. On that one, you took it back pretty far and you stopped. So we want to reverse that. Short back, follow through. It's the same thing with our putting. We want to make sure that we're going short back, follow through. I believe in you.
I can do this.
You can.
I sculled it.
Beautiful. At least you know what you did. You hit on top of the ball there.
I looked up.
I like what we have with our ball position change, and we're working on our weight shift. Another thing I want to change at setup is where our weight is there. Let's try to have our weight on our left foot more towards our target, and we're going to keep it there, okay?
Okay.
This is
always when chipping?
Yeah. No, for this particular shot.
Okay.
Right now, we're not trying to hit it high. We're trying to run the ball to the hole.
To the hole.
That's okay.
Have it again.
Make sure we're holding our club nice and firm with our hands. Sometimes I see this from you, where you let it go here. We want to make sure that our hands are in front of the club head. So as we come through, we want to be coming through like this. See how you're breaking that?
We
don't want to do that. If we were trying for a high shot, yes. But for these low shots, yes, ma'am. Better. Stop, stop, stop.
Perfect.
Yay!
That I could do. That I
Yay!
could be happy with.
So it's a lot to do with those hands. If you get too handsy, so if I'm here and I do this, I am actually coming up and I'm going to hit the top of the ball. So let's go back. We have changed our ball position. We have put our weight more on our left side towards our target. Yes?
Yes.
We're shortening our backswing, following through to our target, and not getting handsy. Almost, you forgot to shake my hand. Shake my hand.
Okay. It's a hard game.
It's a very hard game. Yes. I want you to come this way. To me, yes. Hit the pin. All right. I would like to experiment with your other club, okay? So there is a lot of loft on that club. So I want to de-loft it a little bit, okay? Now look, I don't even have to say anything. You're de-lofting it.
De-lofting, I'm going to bring my hands forward a little bit.
Yes, exactly. So we're going to have the ball more towards our back foot, like we just changed our ball position.
Yeah.
And we're going to have our hands pressing forward, but we're going to keep them pressed forward even through impact. I don't want to see this.
Okay.
Okay? If I have to bring out duct tape, I will duct tape your wrist. I'm just kidding.
That was perfect.
And your weight is forward.
My weight's forward.
Good. That's okay.
So
We're getting the feel for it.
Yeah. I know this club doesn't go very far.
We have to follow through.
Okay.
To me. Okay? Shake my hand.
Shake your hand.
Good. All right, so if our ball is not getting there, what do we have to do?
Farther backswing?
Yes.
Farther release.
Take our club back further to get a bit more distance. Get a little closer to your ball for me. There we go. Oh.
I got this.
Let me see a practice swing. Good. I want to make sure you're really de-lofting it though, okay? Yeah. We need to get rid of some of that loft.
Nice one.
Excellent job.
It's getting me within that. So maybe this is what I need to be using. And not my pitching wedge.
Let's try it out for a bit. And I also have a 54 in my hand. I'll let you try this one as well. Maybe we are missing the right club in our bag. It's okay.
The ball, I looked up.
It's okay. Try one more for me. Can you tell me what the things that we've changed are so far?
Ball position.
Ball position.
Hand position,
Hand position.
weight transfer,
Weight transfer.
shake a hand.
Good. Excellent. All right, so you're decelerating a little bit. We want to be like a pendulum on the clock, okay? Does our pendulum go back and then slowly come through?
No.
Our pendulum keeps
moving.
moving. Yes! Don't be afraid of this ball. He's our friend. Good. See what happens when we're a pendulum?
Yeah.
Excellent. Would you like to try this club?
Yes.
So this
54, what's that, a 50?
This is a 65 degree.
Oh, okay.
Huge difference. So this one's going to run out further than what this one was doing, okay? But I still want you to play the same shot. Get closer to your ball. Closer. Good. This is such a short shot. We want to be nice and close to it. Woo!
See that? Maybe I need one of these.
Now she wants new golf clubs. Yes! Oh, if that ball wasn't there.
Much better. It even feels better.
Oh, it feels better. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
It feels better.
Great. So the club feels good.
That feels like a scoop.
Excellent. Look, you've had it in you the whole time. You just had the wrong club. This is great.
Okay. One more.
I'm going to pick up some balls. You go ahead and hit a few more, okay? Shake my hand. Settle. Great swing. Let's shorten your backswing. You're taking it back to here.
Too far.
Let's try taking it back just to here.
So,
Yes. Make sure you shake my hand. Finish the swing.
sorry.
Tick tock. Take your time. Good job.
Thank you.
So that felt good, yes?
Yes.
Excellent. All right, so this is when we have an issue. This is not your club, nor do you have this club.
I do not.
So we have to work with what we have.
Now, in my bag at home, I have a regular sand wedge.
Okay, is it this kind of style or is it more like this?
This kind of style.
So your sand wedge is most likely a 56 degree, which is going to be very similar to this.
So I should put that back in my bag. But I hit out of the sand much better with the 65.
How many clubs are in your bag right now?
I have to count.
So I would say put that sand wedge back in your bag as long as you don't exceed that 14 club max. Because that is your club that you would probably be using around here.
Around the green. Okay.
For this shot, that pitching wedge is just a little bit too much. If we're going to the white, then yeah, we could use the pitch.
Okay.
But we could also use this just by taking a longer backswing.
Okay.
So I do think that your sand wedge will help you a little bit more.
Okay.
So would you like to practice with this, or do you want to go back to your pitch?
Let's go back. Can we start shooting for the white flag now?
Absolutely.
And I'll use my pitching wedge. I brought my 9, but I don't.
All right, back to our pitching wedge then.
Okay, so now we're going for the white flag.
Now we're going to change and we are going to go to our white flag. So it's a bit longer, but there's nothing in our way, so we can run the ball there. It's going to be the same shot we just went over, it's just a longer backswing. Make sure that you aren't getting too wristy on me. Good. Oh, look at you, All-Star. Well, Well, you are just a rock star. What do you need me for? Excellent.
Part of my problem was not getting my weight transferred. I now know that.
So now that I've told you about the weight transfer, that makes a huge impact.
Yes.
That was a very good miss. I know you didn't hit that perfect, but that turned out okay.
It turned out okay.
So my goal is to make sure that your miss hits are good misses. We're not going to hit every ball perfect in golf. Out of your whole 18 rounds, you might only have 5 that you say, oh, great shot.
Yeah, okay.
So we want to make sure that our miss hits are good miss hits.
All right, now when I'm using my pitching wedge, do I need to put it more forward or keep it where it's normally right where it is?
I love that question. It depends on our shot. So right now, why don't we try not to press our hands forward? Let's keep our hands centered, and let's see the difference that it does to our ball.
Okay, I'm going for the white flag.
Yes.
Oh,
well, that didn't work out.
Sorry.
So we're gonna now move our ball position into the center, okay? And our hands are centered. What did you notice about that flight?
Ball went up higher in the air and came down.
Correct. So when we put our ball in the middle, we are using the loft of the club, okay? Hands middle, club middle. When we move the ball back, we now are taking away the loft. So if we need the ball to roll longer, we move our hands back, our hands forward, and the ball back in our stance. If we want more height, center.
Bring it to the middle.
Yes.
Okay. So if the pin is farther away, do I want to put it more in the middle of my stance?
Yes. So as you start to get further back from the pin, we go back to the middle.
Okay. Anytime we ever play it off the front?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So we cannot do it with a pitching wedge, but we would sometimes play the ball off our front foot when we need it to go really high. So when there's a sand trap in front of us,
Yeah.
and our pin is close, that's when you want to play the ball forward, and you want to have that high shot, that flop shot. But we wouldn't be able to do that with a pitching wedge. It's not enough loft. Correct. Make sure you shake my hand, getting our weight forward. Beautiful. Settle down. See how much it runs out?
Yeah.
Now, because you have the sand wedge at the house, this is mine,
Okay.
I want you to try that same shot with the 54 degree.
Okay. And it's in the center. I missed it.
That is your go-to. You like to decelerate. Remember, shake my hand. Yes. So this one, you get the height, but you also get the roll. But it doesn't roll too much.
Okay.
So I definitely feel like we need to look at the clubs in your bag and make sure you get that extra club in there. You have a big gap from a 65 degree to a 45 degree. That's huge. So if we could get that sand wedge back in there, you can still use the 65 for the sand trap. That's great.
Yeah.
But at least you have one more club to help with around the ring. Yeah.
Much more successful.
Yes. Okay, let me see one more to the red.
To the red.
Well, because of the new rule change in golf, that's only one stroke. Shake my hand, get your weight forward. There you go. Yes, yes, yes. Boom! Ugh. Rock star. Let's go over what we talked about today. So first off, we think we might have a gapping issue with our clubs, and
Yes.
we need to add in that sand wedge again.
Okay.
So let's make sure we count our clubs, make sure we're not illegal with our club count.
Got it.
Get that sand back in there. With our short shots, we have learned we can put the ball towards our back foot
Back foot.
and our weight going towards our target. Our hands towards our target. We're closing it down. Yes, great. Shaking my hand, getting your weight transferred forward. So we moved our ball back. We're pressing our hands to the target. Our weight's forward. Beautiful. Now if we want more height, we put the ball middle,
Middle.
hands middle,
Longer backswing.
longer backswing. Do you have any questions about anything we went over today?
No.
Okay, do you feel comfortable with it all?
I do.
I'm excited.
Yeah, and I'm going to put my club back in my bag.
I think by adding your sand wedge back in there, it's
Okay.
going to make a huge impact.
I think the reason I took it out was, number one, when I got around the green, I was afraid I was leaving it short.
Okay,
So, not the club, it was my backswing.
so because of your backswing being too short,
Too short, the ball didn't
you
go
weren't getting it
anyplace.
there.
Correct.
Now that we know we need to lengthen our backswing, it might be the right tool.
Yeah, okay.
Awesome.
Got it.
Well, I've really enjoyed our time together, and I think that with the new changes that we've made, and then by adding the extra club back into your bag, you're going to be more successful out there, and we're going to get your handicap to come down a bit.
And I'll tell you that tomorrow because I'm playing tomorrow.
Oh, yay! Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Heather.
Really appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
You're the best.